Noam Chomsky, architect of language and conscience. Noam Chomsky was born on December 7, 1928, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, into a family deeply rooted in intellectualism and progressive politics. His father, Dr. William Chomsky, was a respected Hebrew scholar and educator, while his mother, Elsie Simonowski Chomsky, was an active social activist and a dedicated teacher. Growing up in such an environment, it was almost inevitable that Noam would develop a profound interest in both academic pursuits and social justice. From an early age, Chomsky was exposed to a wide range of intellectual and political discussions. His household was a melting pot of ideas, where debates on literature, politics, and history were a common occurrence. These early influences played a crucial role in shaping his worldview and intellectual curiosity. Noam's formative years were marked by a voracious appetite for reading and an insatiable curiosity about the world. He was particularly drawn to the works of radical thinkers and writers, which further fueled his passion for understanding the complexities of society and language. This period of intense intellectual exploration laid the groundwork for his future academic endeavors and his lifelong commitment to social activism. As he transitioned into his teenage years, Chomsky's interests began to crystallize. He became increasingly fascinated by the structure of language and the ways in which it could be used as a tool for both communication and manipulation. This burgeoning interest would eventually lead him to pursue a career in linguistics, where he would go on to revolutionize the field and leave an indelible mark on the academic world. His father, William Chomsky, was a Hebrew scholar and educator, and his mother, Elsie Simonowski, was a teacher and political activist. This environment nurtured his early curiosity and shaped a worldview that combined rigorous scholarship with social responsibility. At 16, Chomsky enrolled at the University of Pennsylvania in 1945. Initially uninspired by university life, he considered leaving to live on a kibbutz in Palestine. His academic path changed after meeting Zelig Harris, a linguist and political activist who introduced him to theoretical linguistics and encouraged him to pursue the field. Chomsky earned his bachelor's degree in linguistics in 1949 and a master's degree in 1951. His master's thesis, The Morphophonemics of Modern Hebrew, applied Harris's methods to Hebrew and was later published. He continued his studies with a doctoral dissertation on transformational grammar, earning his PhD in 1955. During this transformative period, Chomsky was a junior fellow at Harvard's Society of Fellows. It was here that he began to develop ideas that would revolutionize the field of linguistics. His time at Harvard was marked by intense intellectual exploration and collaboration with some of the brightest minds of his generation. It was during these years that Chomsky introduced the concept of transformational-generative grammar, a groundbreaking theory that sought to explain the cognitive processes underlying language acquisition and use. This theory posited that humans possess an innate linguistic capacity, challenging the then-dominant behaviorist view that language learning was purely a result of environmental factors and conditioning. One of Chomsky's most significant contributions was the differentiation between deep structure and surface structure in sentences. Deep structure refers to the underlying abstract meaning of a sentence, while surface structure is the actual spoken or written form. This distinction provided a new way to understand the complexity and creativity inherent in human language. Chomsky's theory of universal grammar further expanded on these ideas, suggesting that all human languages share a common underlying structure. This revolutionary concept implied that the ability to learn language is hardwired into the human brain, and that linguistic diversity arises from variations on a universal template. His seminal work, Syntactic Structures, published in 1957, laid the foundation for this new paradigm in linguistics. The impact of Chomsky's theories was profound, sparking widespread debate and leading to significant advancements in the study of language. His ideas challenged established norms and opened new avenues for research, influencing not only linguistics but also fields such as cognitive science, psychology, and artificial intelligence. In the 1950s, Chomsky introduced transformational-generative grammar, a theory that transformed the study of language. Challenging structuralist and behaviorist views, he proposed that language is a creative, rule-governed system rooted in the human mind. This theory introduced universal grammar, suggesting all human languages share a common structural foundation hardwired into the brain. His seminal book, Syntactic Structures, published in 1957, laid out this formal system, incorporating mathematical and logical principles into linguistics. His major theoretical contributions include distinguishing linguistic competence, which is the knowledge of language, from performance, the actual use of language. In the 1990s, he introduced the minimalist program, seeking to explain linguistic phenomena with the simplest principles: cognitive revolution and political awakening. Noam Chomsky's critique of behaviorism, especially his 1959 review of B.F. Skinner's verbal behavior, was pivotal in the cognitive revolution. His arguments challenged the prevailing behaviorist models and ushered in a new era of cognitive psychology. Chomsky proposed that humans are born with innate cognitive structures that enable language acquisition. This theory stood in stark contrast to the behaviorist view that language learning is a result of environmental conditioning and imitation. His philosophical influence extended beyond linguistics. Chomsky's ideas about the mind and language have had a profound impact on various fields, including cognitive science, psychology, and artificial intelligence. Beyond academia, Chomsky emerged as a fierce political activist and public intellectual. His early political views were shaped by his family's experiences and the socio-political climate of the time. Chomsky identified with libertarian socialism, advocating for a society based on voluntary cooperation and mutual aid. His political activism gained momentum during the Vietnam War, where he became a vocal critic of US foreign policy. In his seminal essay, The Responsibility of Intellectuals, Chomsky argued that intellectuals have a moral duty to speak out against injustice and to challenge power. This essay cemented his role as a leading public intellectual. Chomsky's anti-war protests led to his arrest, but they also amplified his voice in the anti-war movement. His book, American Power and the New Mandarins, offered a scathing critique of US foreign policy and interventionism. Throughout his career, Chomsky has continued to influence both academic and public discourse. His work remains a cornerstone in the fields of linguistics, cognitive science, and political theory, inspiring generations of scholars and activists. Noam Chomsky's critique of behaviorism, especially his 1959 review of B.F. Skinner's verbal behavior, was pivotal in the cognitive revolution. His arguments challenged the prevailing behaviorist models and ushered in a new era of cognitive psychology. Chomsky proposed that humans are born with innate cognitive structures that enable language acquisition. This theory stood in stark contrast to the behaviorist view that language learning is a result of environmental conditioning and imitation. Beyond academia, Chomsky emerged as a fierce political activist and public intellectual. His early political views were shaped by his family's experiences and the socio-political climate of the time. Chomsky identified with libertarian socialism, advocating for a society based on voluntary cooperation and mutual aid. His political activism gained momentum during the Vietnam War, where he became a vocal critic of US foreign policy. In his seminal essay, The Responsibility of Intellectuals, Chomsky argued that intellectuals have a moral duty to speak out against injustice and to challenge power. This essay cemented his role as a leading public intellectual. Chomsky's anti-war protests led to his arrest, but they also amplified his voice in the anti-war movement. His book, American Power and the New Mandarins, offered a scathing critique of US foreign policy and interventionism. Throughout his career, Chomsky has continued to influence both academic and public discourse. His work remains a cornerstone in the fields of linguistics, cognitive science, and political theory, inspiring generations of scholars and activists. Noam Chomsky's journey is a testament to the evolution of thought and the power of intellectual curiosity. His groundbreaking work in linguistics, particularly the development of transformational-generative grammar, revolutionized the field. Chomsky's theories of deep structure and surface structure, along with universal grammar, proposed that all human languages share a common underlying structure. This idea not only challenged existing linguistic theories, but also influenced cognitive science and psychology. Chomsky's academic career at MIT further cemented his influence. His innovative ideas and rigorous approach attracted a generation of scholars, making MIT a hub for linguistic research. His theoretical contributions extended beyond linguistics, impacting fields such as artificial intelligence and philosophy of mind. However, Chomsky's intellectual pursuits were not confined to academia. His political awakening, fueled by his critique of US foreign policy during the Vietnam War, led to a lifelong commitment to activism. Chomsky's intersection of theory and activism is a hallmark of his career. He consistently argued that intellectuals have a responsibility to challenge power and advocate for justice. His essay, The Responsibility of Intellectuals, and his book, American Power and the New Mandarins, are seminal works that critique political power and advocate for social change. Chomsky's belief in innate cognitive structures shaped his linguistic theories, suggesting that humans have an inherent ability to acquire language. This idea contrasted sharply with behaviorist views and laid the foundation for modern cognitive psychology. His political activism, rooted in libertarian socialism, emphasized voluntary cooperation and mutual aid as the basis for a just society. Chomsky's influence extends beyond his professional achievements. His personal life and character traits reveal a man deeply committed to his principles. Known for his humility, dedication, and relentless pursuit of truth, Chomsky has inspired countless individuals across various fields. His work continues to resonate, challenging conventional wisdom and encouraging critical thinking. In conclusion, Noam Chomsky's legacy is multifaceted. His contributions to linguistics and cognitive science have reshaped our understanding of human language and cognition. His political activism has highlighted the moral responsibilities of intellectuals and the importance of speaking truth to power. Chomsky's enduring influence is a testament to his intellectual rigor, moral courage, and unwavering commitment to justice. His critiques of media and propaganda, particularly in Manufacturing Consent, have reshaped our understanding of information and power. Chomsky's collaboration with Edward S. Herman in this work exposed the mechanisms through which media serves elite interests. His prolific writing and public speaking have made complex ideas accessible to a broad audience. Chomsky's ability to communicate effectively has inspired activism and critical thought worldwide. His influence on social movements and his unwavering commitment to justice continue to inspire new generations. Chomsky's legacy is not just in his theories, but in his dedication to education and empowerment. His work continues to challenge and inspire, leaving an indelible mark on the world of ideas and beyond. Noam Chomsky's life is a testament to the power of ideas and courage to challenge orthodoxies. From his early years in Philadelphia to groundbreaking work at MIT and fearless political activism, he has shaped how we understand language, mind, and society.